Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Watson with a give to Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Texans.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. That'll bring up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. The 20. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 18.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Watson. Johnson's got it complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some room to maneuver. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready? 95-56. Eat. Here it comes. He's coming. Tonight.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze now. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13.
And it's third down.
Like I said, 13 and 31.
Now it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And Thomas has it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Breeze now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Ready? 5-9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Breeze now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown.